like a wizard. Hey, subscribing for the thanks. We're back on the highway. Hey, don't talk back to me, notifications. Even if it is from Steam itself. So back to where we left off from last month. On Kenyon Deshay. Not Kenyon Deshelly, Deshay. Gotta make that very important. I had the word on my tongue and then it just fell off. It wasn't different, but it was something like that. Acres of identical arched stone were spread across this area. The more I traveled, the more there were. On occasion I had seen some, but never so close together, nor so plentiful. Though I do worry. One could narrow down the gold if they had the will. Alas, the remnants of my illness reappeared, forcing me to find a resting site. Eventually, I settled between two stones, unlike the arched stone. I often feared they would fall or collapse on me, but their balance seemed steady, and they provided shade and scenery. Once again, I'm rested and determined. While this detour took precious time away from me, I very much feel it was worth the security it provides, even if it was unnecessary. In a society. Of course, I narrated security as a society, then totally butchered how to pronounce society. There's only one so in before society. P.S. This morning I looked in my pouch. It would appear as if I had enough gold for one last burial. Lamassi's landmark seems more than proper for this.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, does that mean you don't know where it's at?
Probably not.
The opposite. I know exactly where it's at.
Okay, I mean probably not. That would be Marina, who would have no clue. After all, she couldn't even make sure she had gas in her tank.
Then what's the problem?
Come on! I lean back in the chair and look at the ceiling.
It's in Arches National Park.
So that's how you pronounce arches. Okay. I mean, I kinda figure it like Francis, where it's not Francis, but Francis. Anyway.
Cool, then let's go.
I ignore her and keep looking at the ceiling.
Arches has over 2,000 natural stone arches. The miner said he hid it between two stones.
She blinks. I sigh.
An arch is a rock formation that curves in the air. Think of it as an upside-down U.
I don't know if I've ever thought of arches that way. Mostly because I would feel dumb if I didn't. And I hate that feeling of feeling dumb. Because I've felt it before. Where I'm thinking, well, that was so bloody obvious. And this was so bloody obvious. What the crap? Finally, she gets the message. Her face morphs into a black canvas, and she stares out the windshield.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Or that. Maybe that.
If If we want to find this thing, then we need to look between every single arch and arches.
Every single arch and... Oh, arches! Duh. That is such a weird wording when arches is the place. After a moment of petrified silence, Marina takes back the journal and returns it to its proper place in the glove compartment. With a shaky smile, Marina looks back at me and tries blowing it off.
Arches National Park, huh? It's somewhere in Moab, right? You ever been?
With a shaky grin of my own, I respond, totally ignoring the impossible feat ahead of us.
Yeah, I went to Moab a long time ago. Arches is really famous. Like, world famous.
The world famous. Wait, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Okay, no I didn't. We're both sweating, staring at the long road ahead as we try our best to make casual conversation. It's like a game of chicken. Who's going to break first?
I've always wanted to go.
Where have you vacationed to before?
Of course, Marina breaks first. Yeah, totally.
Honestly, nowhere. Not out of the state, at least.
For real? Not even to visit family?
Nuh-uh. My grandparents live in New Mexico, too. I think only my big brother has been outside of the state.
You got any other siblings? Or is it just you two?
She shakes her head.
There's 9 of us. I've got 2 younger brothers, 3 older brothers, an older sister, and 2 little sisters.
Holy crap, that is one big family. I whistle.
Damn, that's a big-ass Christmas card.
Right? At some point, it's just like, aren't you ever gonna stop?
I have to wonder who's supposed to stop her parents from making more kids to add to a 9, or those making all the cards, and my phone quitting notifying me of frivolous crap that I, for some reason, sign up to.
I'm almost out of fingers to count on.
Chuckling, I stand up and walk to the back. Marina follows behind me.
What about you? Do you have any siblings?
Nah, just me. Otherwise, they'd probably be riding around this old thing with us.
As I say that, I collapse down onto my bed, sprawling out. Sitting up front felt good, but this is heavenly. The bed sinks a little as she takes a seat on its edge.
I can't really imagine having a single brother or sister. Definitely not 8 of them.
I think my parents must have met that halfway at only 3 of us. Plus technically 1 as far as pets go. Notifications.
But I guess they don't all live at home.
Actually,
You're kidding.
only one of my brothers has moved out. It's the worst. Like, you have to make a reservation to take a shower.
Huh. That or adhere to Dr. Sheldon Lee Cooper's bathroom schedule.
No wonder you ran away.
Pretty much. As soon as I finished school, I was just like, okay, time to get out of here.
How long ago was that?
Just a couple months. 2-ish.
What'd you major in?
Huh?
Like, what'd you get your degree in?
Oh, not college. High school. I just finished high school.
Holy crap. Did she stick in high school for a long time, or...
Huh.
Okay, just as confused as I am. Using my elbows, I prop myself up.
What?
How old are you?
Putting her hands on her hips, Marina pulls out her cheeks and looks offended.
I'll have you know, it's very rude to ask a lady her age.
She deflates.
But I'm 18. Why?
Okay, that's not too far off. I think I was in high school until I was 18. Yeah, 'cause my first year of college I was 19 and got to celebrate with my roommates, finally being Canadian legal drinking age. Or in other words, legal drinking age. Still beyond me why Americans have to wait so bloody long.
Oh, thank God.
Even despite whatever reasons they may have down there, they should be more like Canada. Right? Yeah? I let myself fall back again.
I was afraid you were gonna be underage and that I'd get arrested for kidnapping or something.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that being the case. Yeah, Amber. Hopefully that didn't catch. Just in case. Crap. Lost my train of thought suddenly. Just give me a moment. Lost my train of thought here. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, imagine that, Amber. You kidnapped an underage gal. But okay, yeah, under. Not under. 18, that would still be illegal. I mean, then again, not that it would be technically kidnapping when somebody was lost on the side of the road. So there is that, I think, to be considered after all. Anyway.
No way! And besides, I told you my parents were fine with it. Well, accepted it. What about you? How old are you?
Now, I don't recall there being a phone call or whatever, unless that was made off-screen per se, by Marina to her parents to explain that situation, so that is new information.
Just a year older.
Oh. Wow.
Wait, you're only 19?
Now it's her turn to be shocked.
How old did you think I was?
My vote is early 20s, maybe 24. Not that 24 with an 18-year-old would be particularly inappropriate, considering there's keeping in mind consent laws that would allow it, and 18 is still mature. And that's only 6 years of difference, so even if it was a decade of difference, that would still, providing meeting at 18, would still be acceptable. Just maybe if earlier might be weird. Although then again, still technically acceptable, because again, age of consent is a thing. And doesn't generally require being 18 exactly. It's just maybe a bit weird when, well, okay, you're still a minor, even though you are age of consent. So, yeah. Anyway, Marina busts up laughing. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed. I look away, blowing my hair away from my face.
Just kidding, just kidding. I figured you were like my age or a bit older. 2 years at the most.
I don't look at her, staring at the wall.
Oh, come on, don't be mad. I was just playing.
All of a sudden, she sounds seriously regretful. I want to mess with her, but the puppy dog look she gives me over her shoulder is too hard to resist.
Sorry, what? My hearing must be getting bad in my old age.
Crap, I could put on a better old age voice than that. I mean, after all, I didn't narrate that for that journal passage. Well, not quite this old, but pretty old enough for... I totally forgot the voice now. Oh well. She throws a pillow at me from the bed beside her, and I deflect it with my arm.
Good save, Granny.
Now she leans back too, staring up at the ceiling. Her hair spreads across my leg. I don't move it. Then I realize that all the worry and nervousness we had about Arches is gone. Somewhere along the way, we just forgot about it. Huh. I don't know when we reach the point in our relationship where we can be comfortable being this close to each other. But I'm glad that we have. Maybe, just maybe, I'm enjoying the closeness a little too much. It's been a long time since I've dated someone. Gramps' health made having a girlfriend impossible. There wasn't time for anyone else. I am really hard resisting the urge for Gilbert Gottfried. God, that was a terrible impression. I can do better. Or not. But I think you get the idea. Hell, I hardly had time for myself. Not that I cared. I'd do it all over again. Still, it's nice. Having someone to talk to, so it's not just me and my thoughts. Just as, for some reason, that change in elevation between them two made the text look different in font size. Just as I'm about to settle into the mood, she sits up and stretches.
Oh, I'm pretty sleepy. Are you going to bed soon?
Are they, though?
Nah, I took a nap earlier, so I'm good. It's only a few hours to Moab, so I'll drive us there tonight.
Moab, huh?
I already forgot what Moab is. I keep thinking it's something vehicle related. Unless it is, then I totally have forgotten.
Well, yeah. Something wrong?
No, I was just kind of wondering.
Ooh, was she wondering? She trails off.
Wondering...
How far away is the Grand Canyon?
Not sure if I've seen it before, but that's a fair bit of sweat.
From here? I don't know, 3 or 4 hours? But it's in the total opposite direction that we're going.
Oh, okay.
The crestfallen look on her face should be illegal.
Sorry, I should have looked at the map before I asked.
Smiling, she turns and heads for bed, disappointment clinging to her like perfume.
Night, Amber.
Leaning against my pillows, I watch as she slowly trods off to the back. Come on now. I'm not that heartless.
Wait a sec.
She freezes mid-step.
I guess since I was gonna drive all night anyway, we can make a detour.
Detour entails what?
A pretty big detour, too. So don't blame me if all the treasure is gone by the time we're done.
She turns around, hope springing in her face now.
But I guess it's like a requirement that you see the Grand Canyon when you're sightseeing in Arizona, so that's what we'll do. You've got a lot of vacations to make up for.
All of the tiredness and disappointment vanishes in an instant. Like a bird taking flight, she hurries back over to where I'm just standing up. A trademark Marina crash tackle hug knocks me onto my butt in bed again. I pat her on the back a couple times before she rises.
Have I ever told you you're the best?
Probably, but don't you forget it.
I couldn't if I tried.
Goof.
I poke her in the belly as I make my way up to the front again.
Grab me an energy drink from the fridge, will ya?
Okay, so they are actually going on a trip out of the RV or actual travel detour. When she sits down in the passenger seat, she has 2 cans of the energy drink.
Thought you were going to bed.
No way! I'm too excited now. I'll keep you company on the drive. Plus, it's only like 8 o'clock, isn't it?
Beats me. Sounds right.
I pop open the tab on my drink and take a long draught. Tastes awful, but it wakes me up like nothing else. Guess the makers cut out sweeteners and nice flavors for more stimulants. To drink it faster, I hold my breath to hide the taste and chug. Gasping, I crumple the empty can and toss it into a trash bag. Marina, on the other hand, sips it daintily, wincing each time.
Ugh, people seriously drink this stuff?
I remember I used to. And as tempted as I would be toward another Red Bull, I can't say as though it's particularly enticing.
Somehow. It works, though. It's pretty much the strongest stuff you can get without a prescription.
After taking another sip, Marina retches and sticks her tongue out. She reminds me of a cat with fur stuck on its tongue. She sets the can in the cup holder beside me.
Do you want mine? I can't drink this.
I'd have a heart attack if I drank too. Just leave it and I'll drink it tomorrow.
Yeah, probably would still be good. Right? Because the only way to improve an awful energy drink is to let it get warm and flat. As I start the RV, Marina says something, but it's soft enough that I can't hear her over the engine revving.
What was that? Old lady hearing failing on me again.
Smiling, she shakes her head.
I was just saying thanks again.
Don't thank me yet. I could fall asleep at the wheel and kill us both.
Sounds like me. Almost.
At least I die happy. No, though, not just that. For taking me with you and doing the treasure hunt and everything.
You must be super tired. You're saying all sorts of weird stuff now.
I mean it. I know it's kind of random. I'm just really happy I met you.
After a moment of blushing, I laugh a little under my breath.
Yeah, me too.
I prevent any more cheesy conversation by carefully pulling out of the parking lot and back onto the exit road. I'm definitely glad that Marina's enjoying herself. I'm having fun too. But talking about that sort of thing, it makes me feel all squirmy inside. Like I don't match up to what Marina thinks of me. Pushing those thoughts out of my head, I focus on the road. We have to keep our eyes peeled for animals out here. There are lots of stray dogs in this part of the state, and dozens of deer and antelope just waiting to race cars. I mean, that would be fun. Albeit maybe not safe, more dangerous, and potentially damaging to not only the animal, but especially the vehicle. The road's devoid of other vehicles, though, and since I know the exits to take, more or less, we should make pretty good time. Once we get back onto the highway, Marina hoists the bucket of tapes onto her lap.
What do you want to listen to?
Lincoln Park. I glance between the road and the bin, scanning both. I mean, Saint Asania is good too. I settle on an album that I haven't had the heart to listen to in a while, but it feels like tonight is the right time. So maybe one more light. I mean, this definitely ain't it, but I fish out the tape and slide it into the player. As the first chords start up, I watch Marina's face for a reaction. It won't have the same sentimental value to her, I know, but it's an emotional album in general. Lots of dynamics to the music and simple but heartfelt songwriting. Gramps used to try to play along, but since he couldn't quite capture, said he couldn't quite capture the feeling himself. As I'd hoped, Marina's quiet, which means that she's listening. Her cheek is pressed against the window again. No, it's not. It's right there, far away from the window. Ah. Her reflection, barely visible, looks wistful. Good. For the second time today, a growing pressure starts in my eyes. I paw at them. The motion catches Marina's attention.
You sure you're not too tired?
I thought she'd say, maybe you shouldn't rub your eyes. It irritates them.
Oh yeah, eyes are just a little itchy.
Damn it. My voice shakes as I speak. But if she notices, she doesn't say anything. This album was another one of Gramps' favorites, and there's a reason I haven't listened to it since he passed. Turning it on might have been a mistake. We may yet go off the road go off the road if I end up crying. Or I might just die of embarrassment. I sniffle a couple times to keep myself under control.
Damn allergies.
That's a classic excuse. I don't even know if she hears me. I'm kind of tempted to turn it off and play something else, but I want Marina to hear it. It won't mean anything special to her, I'm sure. I want to see what she thinks. To see if maybe Gramps and I were crazy, or if there was more to the music and the man playing it. He was a guitarist and songwriter who just went by the name of June. Died a few years ago. Fighting back the nostalgia and the bubbling feelings of how much I miss Gramps is hard. I'm able to hold on, though, and keep from breaking down. 45 minutes later, when the tape ends, Marina hits the play button again to start it over. I'd say it was worth it. I let it play on for hours, long after Marina's fallen asleep beside me. I went the sands. And now I know the title screen will go away on its own. Uh-oh. What just happened? My everything aches. Takes me a long, lazy minute to remember why I'm sitting up, forehead plastered to the steering wheel, rather than in my bed. I drove all through the night to get us to the Grand Canyon, arriving at the south rim right around that time that I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. We're in a campsite, apparently, but I don't remember anything past reaching the park's edge and paving the entry fee. I probably shouldn't have been driving, but we made it here all right. Right? Right? Wait, what's this? Okay, that's all I wanted to see. A sour taste pervades my mouth, courtesy of the empty energy drink at my side. I groan as I clamber up and head to go brush my teeth. When I exit the bathroom, Marina's waiting at the front, all dressed and ready to go.
Good morning!
And methinks right about here is where to call it. So, thank you for watching. Let's keep it on the highway. This has been J to the B to the J to the Blaze. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Or night. Night and night. God bless. Live long and prosper. And bye. Until next time around. Beep. Oh, hold up. Like a wizard, hey, subscribing for the first time.